put together and really make it difficult, you know, to kind of close the gap on Supernova. But that's if that's their focus.
I mean, they have so many tools to protect them too. Pre-BKB, they have
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
On it, but of course, he has Vickers dive, so no problem. Looking for it. Can't make it, just out of range. But pre-BKB, they have the arena to protect the egg and stone gaze. Post-BKB, they have stone gaze and axe coil. Yeah. So either way, protecting Supernova is gonna be quite easy for the team. That's simply why it's so hard to fight for the deity. You know, they have to absolutely crush their lanes.
Yeah.
Like, they probably need like a 5k lead, like minute 15, and just snowball. They get a fast roll, you know.
That's a big lead to have, the Tina.
It is. So lanes are weak either.
Yeah.
Careful here. Okay.
And there's the Icarus dive away.
Getting
Getting one shot away from silence too. Getting a little risky. Picked up by the Phoenix. White Album in trouble with a rotation in from Fade. There's that bottle. Sip on a second. Nova trying to finish their actions. More right foot, gonna get first blood. Stays with Phoenix. Not the worst thing in the world. He picks up the double damage. You can TP mid, fill up the bottle on the puck.
It's the worst. There was a big misplay with the puck. He orbed 1 second too early.
Yeah.
So you don't want to jump on top if you don't know where the room's going to spawn there. Orb ended at 3:59. If he had the D, he could actually really put the pain onto the OD. You know, like small misplays that just happen all the time.
Yeah, it gives you that bottle refill, gives you the double damage, and put a little bit in jeopardy before the OD stun comes out on the Chalice. Right now, this is what we were talking about, the good things. I mean, they're winning all their lanes, they have the CS everywhere, they're looking good. It doesn't look like they're overstepping in any of these lanes. Like, you saw Chalice just on that Nuker's profit in that last game. I hate to harp on because that was, I think, their most egregious game where it looked like, you know, that's the opposite side of the coin for them. But they were getting caught down. They were finding these moments where lane fade slipped so heavily in the other side's favor.
Yeah, I mean, this game they have to absolutely make sure to win the 90%. So they're doing an okay job there. I feel like it's still not good enough considering the lineups. Yeah. Point.
Now, how quick that Meteor Hammer comes out when you start being mobile with it. There's an Arcane Rune top. Phoenix is nearby.
Yeah. Puck won't be able to get in time.
Alright, right there.
Oh, Puck is there. Sorry. Who did he banish? Oh, the Knicks. I thought it was Puck getting banished. Yeah. Okay, so it's at the rune. Arcane Rune is an amazing pickup. Almost level 6 as well. Probably gonna see a rotation, either mid lane or to one of the side lanes. You probably can't really kill the Tide. He has a hood, but Ursa is very fragile now.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. He went for that early hood. It's a little bit unconventional from what we've been seeing on Tides. You know, especially with like what we've been seeing Tides go like blink or boots blink, build it into an arcane blink.
Yeah. The other thing is they need, you know, some sort of front line. You can front line, you don't want to get silenced, you know, you want to get your public shield off. And it's a good adaptation so far because it also means that you can't really die. Most of the Radiant's damage right now is magic. You can front line, you don't want to get silenced, which means you have to be really careful top though.
They sit in mid right now, still do this laning. Quiet in the early parts of this game at the moment.
Fine, you know, just farm for it. Okay, this Medusa Puck Mars combination late game is very, very potent.
Ehome seem to be more mid-game oriented against it in terms of where there's how big they're spiking, right?
Yeah. You see, even with there's so much damage coming out from Medusa now. Lane into.
Thorax connect. Success. Still sitting top. Just looking to make something happen eventually if the puck comes by, but it's pretty stationary from both these mids. Now is an interesting time, though. Got the Meteor Hammer available for the OD. You could line that up if you catch from imprisonment, go to the Meteor Hammer. Maybe an arrow follows it up. I think you're killing anybody on the map, really, with just the Meteor Hammer combo if you land it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Mirana has been looking to set up some arrows mid lane. Always was a little bit off the mark. Like, if you want to hit puck, you're going to be absolutely perfect. Like, the arrow needs to be on top of you as it ends. He was also a little bit short of it. They had like 2 or 3 opportunities already. So small misplays coming out there, but they really have the tool to kill this Meteor Hammer. She's not very tanky yet. They have Ravage as well. Shoot the skill, which he didn't yet.
That kind of gives a glimpse on what their thoughts are, I would say, in this lane, right? They're not going to try and fight bottom if they're not going into the Ravage yet.
It doesn't look that good.
Here I am.
Can reuse. After doesn't get
Radiant's middle
silenced.
tower is under
Good
attack.
mana burn. Leaves him with no mana to cast Meteor Hammer.
And the arrow's off the mark as well.
Yeah. And for any Nick spammer out there, you can actually spam Carapace and only will get hit by the Astral. You won't take the damage from that.
So looks like the teams here are a little bit hesitant on making moves.
Yeah, I mean, Radiant is more happy to sit back and farm than the Dire side.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that to, you know, at least at some point soon, some sort of move. Still no Ravage. Interest.
Playing it pretty greedy.
Yeah.
1-3-3 so far for Chalice. Not your typical Tide Hunter build. But again, if you don't think you're going to be going into a big team fight and they're looking to fight up towards top, this might be the best way to go about it. So they're going behind the Vorax. They've got the Astro Imprisonment line up. The Meteor Hammer Arena comes down. They'll also land the arrow for kill. Mars goes away as Exova has some help. So XXS will TP away all the way back home.
Yeah, that was a big rotation though.
Yeah, it's 4 heroes up towards top.
Yeah, for a Phoenix kill.
Yeah. If it was Mars, it feels a little bit better, but at the same time, it's still a heavy rotation. Medusa's got an open lane, and White Album, he's up here towards top, still just farming away.
I'm quite surprised the pace of this game.
Yeah.
I really thought Dia was gonna, you know, try to heat it up a little bit with like their Ravage.
Oh, Nate Watt already TPing out.
Yeah.
This might up the tier 1 tower, though.
Probably because Meteor Hammer pressure. Lanham just TP'd in though. Wait, that is so weird.
Do you want to defend? I don't know if you really can. 2-man stun, he's buying some space. And so this really isn't much of a defense.
In by himself as the Medusa TP'd out. That was a little bit of a miscommunication for sure. Which could lead to them losing the bot tower and not being able to trade top.
Something bad is happening.
Yeah, they'll put the pressure on. They've got Lanham holding a double Fade holding a double damage. Made Lanham dead over bottom. And if he can come up towards top in just 5 seconds, maybe they make something happen. But
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over
yeah,
soon.
there's the glyph. Although there was a TP out, so they probably take this down too.
Yeah. And Dia
Dia's
no
top
mana for
tower
a
is
Ravage
under
Titan as well.
Bad dude's top is all nasty
for
and
them.
breaky.
Oddly slow. This is not what we've been seeing from the Chinese region at all. These slow-paced, very methodically farming games.
And it's not like they have slow lineups.
No,
Both
no.
lineups have definitely, like, they have the tools, you know, team fighter, early and strong. Maybe like both teams are just afraid of each other's team fight. You know, one team has OD, Eclipse as well as Ravage. The other team has like these 4 big team fight ultimates. Either way, it's not easy to fight for either team, but again, Radiant is a lot happier than farming away.
It seems risky for Ehome to, like, if they fight and they lose, I think the game really falls out of favor for them. If they, like, get to 4 or 5 heroes down, or even 3.
But if you don't fight,
And
just
Medusa
lose.
just gets farmed.
Yeah, if you don't fight and just lose because of farm, it feels even worse.
Probably waiting for specific timing.
Yeah, like we've said it multiple times. If you're late game I mean, the late game isn't that, you know, they have a chance, of course, with OD, he deals a massive amount of damage and stuff. It's just, the team fight seems so overwhelming that you will have to give the late game to Aster, you know? And the team with better late game as well as better team fight usually is the one that wants to be, you know, more passive, just happy farming away, whereas the team that needs to get... They really gotta start doing so early. Like, they can't keep waiting. Medusa will have Manta style soon, then she's ready to team fight too.
Yeah, you can fight with Manta style if you're willing on Medusa. Don't have to just farm. You can get involved. Right now, Ehome using that Moonlight Shadow, looking for potentially a kill onto White Album, but he's
the hardest though.
So far has looted them. However, goes into the trees, arrow thrown, way off the mark.
Even if it hits, no way to kill him.
Yeah. They have the damage to follow that up.
Really need an Aster setup for an arrow. Because that's really the only reliable thing they have, the arrow for the Aster setup. Oh, Oriel on the Hammer.
Up to borrowed time, he'll get locked in via the arena. Coming over, thinking about helping, but Ozzy turns away. He'll let his cub die.
But 2 big ults expended. Of course, cooldown isn't too long, 100 seconds each. But you can tell.
Battlefield.
Yeah, the mentality is so, you know, you can tell Radiant really just doesn't care about expending one or 2 ults, you know, to kill even the support, because they're fine with the pace of the game.
It's also on their side first, like, you can use those, you know you're staying conservative, you're not crossing the river probably anytime soon, as you're waiting for the Manta style, like you said before, and you're just waiting for these items to come out.
Cancel there.
Stop at the Meteor Hammer, making sure that Tier 1 will continue to stay healthy.
I'm looking at Dire and I'm like, what is the power spike?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That I'm
guys
wondering like when they really want to start putting on the...
Forget about it.
Like they're kind of poking mid lane, but not really, you know? They're not really committed to it. Can't really say Battle Fury first as a power spike, you know? It's just a farming item.
Yeah.
Maybe Tidehunter Blink, they want to start getting active. Very long away, 1300 gold away.
So Falcon played at the Nyx assassin.
He has done it before. I'm not sure why. He has done Orb of Corrosion on Nyx before as well. That's pretty interesting. Like plus 5 builds.
Who asked that question? I forget who it was. It was
Lizard asked who builds their Falcon Blade and every hero.
Yeah. He had asked X-Nova, and X-Nova said that it was Falcon Blade.
So who's that guy?
Is it?
I'm Medusa here, but he's... Oh my god, he's a little bit too fast. There's time to walk down.
Mad dude's top tower.
Oh yeah, no way not. Once got fade, things fall apart. They'll dream kill the OD. Catch up with that Sam Sunray Arena, but the arena's a little far back.
And the Odin's movement speed is deceptively fast. He starts at 325. He boots. Wow. Yeah, he's a flying boy. But yeah, again, they don't really care, you know, they still have Stone Gaze. And okay, that's all they have. So maybe they care a little bit. They actually wasted 3 ultimates there for the OD.
Arena as well as the
so
Supernova, yeah.
I hate it when people do that.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that might lead to a pretty free tower. All ults up on the Dire side. There's that relatively completed.
And he's coming in. He'll help push this tower, try to take a tier 1. Again, those ults down except for Stone Gate. Sunray though, Chalice needs to be careful. He was dropping pretty quickly with Sunray on him.
Yeah. And this Medusa is a pretty popular here too. You know, it's very low mana though. He has to be careful here.
It's kind of enough for Ravage to make the jump and find himself again. They've got the silence. Rip finally the leap away. One shot from Deb with Miss Coil from X-Nova, making sure he's got enough life to leap.
Yeah, who says Medusa is weak? Just comes there, defends tower pretty much by herself, is running in.
Has that Manta ready to go, working on the Scotty. Ready enough for the first component of it in the point booster.
Scotty is really one of the hardest Ursa comp game. Like, he hates being kited. Stone Gaze kites him, Scotty kites him. A lot of kiting abilities in this game. Like you won't even feel good with a BKB, you know. There's Egg, there's gonna be Axe on the puck at some point, there's gonna be Stone Gaze plus Scotty. Matchup.
17
Bad
minutes
dudes,
in.
middle tower. Everyone,
Only
go,
6
go.
kills right now. But the game, it feels like a pot of boiling water ready to pop the top off.
Yeah, like it's about to
Like it can pop
explode.
off at any time.
Yeah, like both teams have very exposed lineups still, and one team can wipe the other really quickly.
Yeah.
Especially with the tight blink, which is coming up momentarily.
You got the blue dagger on White Album as well as XXS, so now you can line up that arena a little bit more.
Yeah.
When you're giving that chase, you can get a Dream Coil out. So like, Aster's
Dire's
got the
top tower is under
movability.
attack.
A
Ding
Tide Hunter
dong.
who does have that blue dagger available to him as well. So like those big skill or those big spells, they have set up now.
They do, for sure. And we just have to see how they use it, you know? Like whoever initiates first is probably more likely going to win.
Yeah.
But they do need a big ravage. It's the only AoE control they have. Whereas on Radiant, you see this, Nixon, Pale, Jim Stonegate, Mars Arena.
Dream Coil on the 2, they bring over Fade. White Album, this puck, very slippy, but
Dire's
when you're
middle
able to
tower
be
is
aggressive on the
under
pots, he
attack.
drops the Dream Coil defensively.
Dire structures
Not the worst
are
feeling in the
fortified.
world.
Very low cool ability.
Yeah.
So he's happy to escape. Made a little bit of space. Now pressuring the mid tower. And it's a growth ball. One of the best in the game. Yeah, you don't want that funny, buddy. Astral though. Arrow?
Arrow.
Just the mark again. That's the 4th time I've seen that.
Yeah.
Like, seems a little bit unsure of what the target is.
And they used Moonlight Shadow, I think hoping that they could take this fight. Maybe use Moonlight Shadow to stay under the guy's invisibility. They'll go in, they look into the juice, so they've got the Ravage. Star Throw on the next assassin. Monet goes right to the Stone Gate. Man, stuck in the nails. Taking on the shots as well as in person. They've got the Supernova behind them as well as the arena before these heroes. It's going to be problematic for Ehome. XM left into the fray. It stuns up a couple. The waiting over. White Album. He helps get that kill on a fade. They still have 4 heroes alive. They get anything to the side of Ehome. They finally take out Lanham. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Onto the stock away. Loser orb jaunts to it, but it's in the Roche pick. It's behind XM. Waiting Rip. Do they have the damage? He's getting quite low with the finally the kill from XS. 3 heroes down the side of Ehome, and all they lose is the Nix's assassin. Ehome pop everything. Now they find Chalice. They have that ward down. They've got the Dream Coil. They catch him, they kill him, and they'll move forward.
It's their own damn fault.
A good fight from Aster.
4 heroes made, right? Nobody
One.
died.
Bad
Or
dudes,
4 1.
Ruh-roh,
Our Nixon
Windy,
isn't
windy,
died.
gonna diddly.
What
And
we
now
spoke about.
4K late.
Yeah, there was a perfect scenario also for Dire. They moonlighted in. They had no sentry down on Radiant. They still did not manage to burst down the Medusa, even though Ursa had the DD room. So you can already tell like, this Medusa is becoming a huge, huge problem. Ursa didn't end up dying, so he would feel like super bad about this, but of course all his teammates just see how little damage he actually takes.
It goes
It's
over.
DD Ursa. It's
Mana is
ridiculous.
depleted, but has that wand turned around Stone Gaze, and everything's gonna go wrong here for Ehome.
You can't fight it to their stone gaze. And of course, 4-man arena, perfect setup. Puck comes in a little late, but still 4-man silence. Sunray on 3. This, it's like AoE damage is just too overwhelming for the Dire side.
He turns back in, thinking about moving forward.
He almost died
Whoa.
because of it. If that spear doesn't miss, he's dead.
Yeah, and I think everyone was also going for it with the illusory orb, but ended up in the Roche pit. I wanted to be on the opposite side of that wall, but at the end of the day, it's fine. You get 4 gift fills. X-Nova already even time. Spear doesn't connect. Illusory orb will pop the flat shield and pops his life.
Yeah. Now they're 5k ahead suddenly. Skadi finished on Dusa, and suddenly this Ursa feels really, really bad.
Yeah, and it was, like we said, a pot boiling, ready to pop, and that's where the fight happened. And then now that it's popped, the water spilled over, and it's all flowed over towards Ehome's side and washed them out.
Yeah, and they showed all their cards, you know. There was the blink reveal. Did nothing, pretty much.
What can they work towards to help in these fights? Are BKBs even going to be enough?
They're gonna have 2 BKBs momentarily, and then it's only really the Stone Gaze to worry about. Because Supernova won't be... I mean, it really depends on how the initiation goes. Like, if you get a good Egg Stone Gaze combo off, Dire cannot fight. But if you somehow manage to kill that Supernova, you know, Medusa's a little bit out of position with a Stone Gaze maybe, it can be a very good fight for the for the Diet. Because they still do have a lot of damage. It's just OD wasn't part of the initial fight, you know, when they went to the Dusa. If he wasn't there, the Dusa is dead immediately.
Yeah, OD was like a second or two behind.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to make these plays,
Dire's top
which they
tower is
do,
under
Try again. They have to try it again.
they have 2 BKBs. Now it's go time for them. They can kill this
gonna be
Dusa if
tough.
they're all 5 dead. Yeah, for sure.
They need to make sure the smoke pops only on the Dusa.
Oh,
Dire's
they know.
top
They
tower
know.
is under
Right,
attack.
Shadow, they're coming over. Arrow thrown in. Need to catch any vision. They'll find the Dusa. Gun. Manta in the stone gates immediately. Look at Scotty. Ozzy, of course, used that range to walk away, but they've got the arena down. That's around Shadow as well. BKB's been popped by XM. They've got the Ravage, but not doing enough damage onto the Medusa. Still standing tall. Over it. Just these shots coming right off the Ehome side. Sanity's just dropping. He's getting, but it's just not enough. Supernova pops suddenly on top of the OD. They'll get the kill to XM. They take out Ajit. They'll look for the full team up as there's a buyback from X-Nova, but what can he do? Fade and Chalice just retreat behind the tier 2 tower. And again, Aster, all they lose is 1.
Yep. So
Bad Dude's top tower gonna fall.
they tried to kill the Dusa, but I don't even know how much effective HP at this point. Like 7k? Like at this point, ridiculous amount. Building into the butterfly. Once he has the butterfly, he's really in that unkillable territory, you know?
Well, nobody's going to have a way to get through that butterfly for a while.
Yeah, I mean, OD is never gonna have any of getting through it, really. Ursa can build into an MKB, but he really wants to dash up first. And it's really just telling you, you know, of what's to come. Like, this Dusa is gonna be a raid boss relatively soon. They're gonna go to the Roche Pit when they finish fly, secure that Aegis for the Dusa, and then it's go time for them. It's gonna be Dusa sitting at the front line, hitting your buildings. How do you respond to that? With that lineup, you really can't. As I said before, they needed a really big lead early. They didn't at all. They were way too relaxed, in my opinion, and now they're paying the price for it.
Yeah, I think we saw how relaxed and how conservative they were, really just based on the time.
And the thing, they have inferior pickoff, inferior team fight, but they still chose to just farm away. It is a very peculiar decision here. Not sure what they thought. I thought as soon as the tide hit 6, you know, they're gonna start pressuring their Dusa with the Ravage, potential Meteor Hammer CP in.
Radiant structures
game
are
down, at
fortified.
least.
Exactly. Have done nothing to do that.
I know, yeah, man. It says
It shows.
4K ahead of the Ursa.
Yeah. Puck is not even built into the Agams because it's so far ahead. He just goes for the burst taken, get the supports up to fight quickly.
Blade on the next assassin.
Yeah,
Into the Meteor Hammer.
oh, he messed up.
He did not get the timing, did not read the right thread.
Neither did I. Puck can count to 1. That would be a good little voice line there. But I can count to 1. I can count to 1. Yeah, maybe we'll add it to the next chat wheel.
Spam that. I feel like that would really make the other team angry.
Are you stupid? No, no, but I can count to 1.
So still a 9K lead for Aster. And you can see just the grab. It was staying stable until that first team fight. It doesn't go right for Ehome. Yeah, the experience too is such a massive difference. And you can see the Phoenix has just as much farm as this Tide.
Yo, Green Dudes,
really
something
keeping
bad is
up.
happening.
Yeah.
It's kind of disgusting how much they've been able to accomplish, but again, that all goes back to how conservative Ehome were, and that's where they're able to get that farm, able to make things happen.
Yep.
Now they go after Roche.
And that's why I'm here as the professional analyst, you know. Butterfly completed, going right into Roshan. Probably just looking to end the game after that.
Would be surprising. They've got themselves Sky Butterfly Manta.
He's raid boss territory already. He has a bash on Ursa,
If you can reset after that and have everybody available, maybe.
Let me just check really quick. Yep. Dusa also took the evasion talent. Now you have evasion talent plus butterfly. Good luck hitting anything. Ursa also recognizing that going into the MKB straight away.
But he has the Basher.
Yeah. Which also means if they go right away, he will be very weak. Which we'll see if they recognize that or not on the Radiant side. Still playing very conservatively. Again, you don't have to force anything massive.
Yeah, Aster
But
in
they
that
should.
spot.
Yeah, but they should. You know, if you can, you do it. You always want to be able to choke off the opponent.
Oh. They're together right now. But again, they don't have that MTB ready to go on this
Dire's
Ursa.
bottom tower
They
is
need
under
to
attack. Guys,
do
guys,
somehow.
really
They couldn't even do it
confident
once.
he's
Now they
about
have to
to
do
get
it
knocked
twice.
over.
So fighting into
Dire's
this
bottom
Aster
tower is under
lineup
attack.
kind of seems ill-advised, but
Radiant's
almost
top
seems
tower
like
is
you
under
have no
attack.
choice.
They found enchanted maneuver on
That bottom
Ehome,
tower you
which is
bad
one way to
was
pierce
crap
the
anyway, don't sweat.
evasion.
Dire's
So,
bottom tower is under
They could have
attack.
possibly found
On the high ground, ready to go, but again,
2,000 health, 2,000 mana. Good luck killing it.
Dire's bottom
Them snake
tower
twice.
is under
ooh,
attack.
that snake bounced over to Ajit, so they know
Yeah,
at least
they
somebody's
know.
there.
They know. They definitely know they're smoked up. Like you can
Dire's
see the
bottom
positioning.
tower is under
It's very
attack.
crisp.
And they're looking to break
Dire's
smoke. They're
bottom
keeping
tower
themselves
has
spread
fallen.
out, so nothing big really lands on them. Got the shadow. There's the sentry down to the radiant side. Chalice moving both by arrow hits on the Nix's assassin. They look over the kick out. Fate immediately ravages popped. But BKB comes out from XXS. They have the arena down and around X. Here comes the Stone Gates. They get to go to White Album, so they've taken out this smoke. Buyback, right click, spinning into Chalice, who pops his own BKB. Finally, the Tide Hunter gets away as the Astro Imprisonment is on Monet. So, this one will get on the side of Aster and Ehome. They'll look to kill off the Ursa. Stun after stun, lining him up, but Ajit walking away. Now potentially with help from XM, who drops the Sanities, but is stunned up by the spike characters. Pops the BKB, but he's on the run from the Sunray as well as the right from the Medusa. Lana moving forward, Supernova pop. That BKB will run out, and so will his life. XM ends up dead. Borax on a killing spree. Aster, yeah, they do lose White Album,
Dire's middle
but after
tower is
everything
under
is
attack.
popped from
Can we
both sides,
pause, please?
they're the
I'm
ones who come out
terrified
ahead.
beyond the capacity
Yeah,
for
there was
Ravage.
you know, Ravage again. It once again it didn't lead to
Man,
anything.
dudes,
They
middle
ravaged the
tower,
puck, didn't
everyone,
manage to
go,
burst
go.
him. Still got all spells off. And they managed to kill him, but again, the
Dire's middle
Medusa
tower has
never
fallen.
even lost mana.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Now working with the Chrysalis. On top of everything the Medusa already has, and it's onto the high ground. They didn't even break the Aegis. It's still in Monet's hands for a and it's just two shots, two misses.
Be careful here.
Dire's middle tower is under
Almost burning now. Chalice doesn't have a Ravage to work with. Now he's been silenced with 2-man Dream Coil. Fate in trouble. Destroyed. Melted off map. Chalice on the run. Even with the BKB, life is short.
And this might just be the GG. We have to see if they can mount the defense. They don't have any ult. And they're actually going straight for the throne. At least they do that. His teammates also enthusiastic about the situation.
They have Stone Gaze again. Ehome try to fight into this.
Yeah.
Things will start numbing up.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Sanity's not up for another 50.
They need to ask for the Medusa like 5 minutes. Get a mana pool to like 600.
Top tower gonna fall over
Then
soon.
fine. You know they should add. They should add like a mana loss indicator on the field as you got Astral. Like Medusa doesn't even know that he lost mana, but he lost 500
Top
mana.
is all
But
nasty
Astral,
and brokey.
you can keep stacking them up. Eventually Medusa is not as tanky.
Against working with that Aegis.
Another Astral, lost another 400 mana.
Still goes for the racks.
Yep, it's 2 sides down.
Chalice is ravaged. They might make the move. BKB can come out, but immediately the Stone Gaze goes after the damage more than that. Coil is out, and with 1 health remaining, X goes for the Astro. They've got the Supernova down. Take out X. This is looking like the end for them. So quickly for Aster, the incredible super rocket in Ehome's trip, very short. Aster into game 1, and it looks pretty simple for him.
Yeah, I really just feel like there was a huge... The line can move. I mean, at any point in the game, you're pretty much going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You're outdrafted for sure, but you have a chance